Welcome to the CFG GameCast, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. I am Davis Green with CFG Games, and with me are a group of fellow gamers. I have Sesh Evans, a huge gamer and awesome Twitch streamer. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Excited to be here. This is going to be real fun, I think.
Yes, I know. It's real. I'm definitely looking forward to the first episode. This is This is my very first time messing around with this. I'm sure it is for everybody here, so that's all good. And also, like I said, you do Twitch streaming. So what do you usually like to stream?
I do all kinds of stuff. So I come from the Smash Brothers community, so I have a little bit of competitive games that I play. So I do some Smash here and there. Some Overwatch is like my go-to. Like, I don't know what I want to stream, so I want to stream Overwatch. I do a lot of creative streams, so I do a lot of drawing. I come from the film industry, so that's my background. So I actually do like a lot of storyboards and a lot of different kinds of art. I make cosplay stuff, so lots of creative on there. And then I am a huge gamer with like really strong story-driven or horror games. So you'll always find something scary that I'm playing at some point in time.
You're just like a kerfluffle of just randomness right there in itself.
Absolutely. Like I just explosion of randomness. I'm everywhere. Like I'm into everything.
That's awesome. And where can people see you at?
So my Twitch is Review Sesh, and they can also see me on Instagram, which is SeshEV, and Twitter, which is SeshMeVans. It's all interconnected. You'll find all the links and everything. You go to one, you'll find the others.
Oh, sounds good. That's awesome. And I have the leader of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty on the third seat. What up, man?
What's going on? Thanks for having me, brother.
Oh yeah, it's always good, man. And I know if you haven't seen Smitty, what do you like to stream? I know you're a variety streamer too, right?
I am absolutely a variety streamer. A lot of FPS shooters. I like shooter looters. I am a fan also of story-driven games. I don't play it a lot on stream. But really, man, I'm just about having a good time interacting with people in chat and you know what I mean, just having a good time.
Oh yeah, I know it's always fun to watch you play though. It's always funny. There's always something going down on your stream. That's why it's always cool to see. And also, what's your Twitch channel?
I am Smitty2447, not only on Twitch, but on all socials, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitters. I do it all.
Oh, great. Yeah, sounds awesome, man. And as always, you can always check us out here on CFG Games on our website, confreaksandgeeks.com, where we also do video game news, reviews, and sessions as well. And we also do Twitch at CFG Games, where we just play basically almost everything. So definitely stay tuned for that and more. But anyways, let's get down to it. Each of us chooses the way this podcast is structured for right now. It may change in the future depending on how things work. That each of us chooses a new topic of discussion within video games. The topic could be about specific games or something that happened in the gaming industry as a whole. What have you. So we'll discuss it, and at the end of the discussion, we will vote on the best discussion of the episode, while the loser weeps in the corner in their own despair. So if I had to guess who wanted to go first, I would say, Smitty, let's let you go first on this.
All right.
Well, sorry, bro. You were last on the for the recording.
You're right. No, you're right. So, no, you're right. That's fine. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now. For me, obviously, with the latest games that have come out, Anthem came out here a few weeks ago. The Division 2 just officially released on Friday. And I really want to talk about the stark differences between the two launches. Just a little bit of context. I've been waiting for Anthem to come out for about 3 years now. When I was in the middle of playing Destiny, original Destiny, and I remember them talking about it, I was like, "Oh, that sounds freaking amazing. That sounds freaking amazing." So it's been years down the road and whatnot. I was a huge Destiny player, and I felt, by the time they got back to Taken King, I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. They came out with Destiny 2, completely just, for me, Destiny 2 was terrible. They took away everything that was good, and all the work that they had done in Destiny, and just wiped it all away for Destiny 2. They made the same mistakes. It wasn't enjoyable for me. So I haven't, and yeah. So you play Destiny as well, Sush?
I just hate when they take away the good things from a game. It's the most frustrating thing in a sequel. It's like, you had it, you did it right, just do that again.
Exactly. It's like, you have that good base now, build off of that. Why would you take away the good stuff or the reason to even, again, that's a looter shooter. If you're going to tell me that I can get a gun by just being in a clan and I don't even have to do any of the activities, what's the point? There was no point. So I was pretty salty about that. Anyway, that was sorry for the Destiny rant.
Oh, that's all good.
On a positive note, did you ever see the short films for Anthem?
I didn't. I did not.
I did not see them either.
So I got high, and I watched these late at night, and they were terrifying. I was so thrilled with them. I love horror movies and I love short films. I love just great, interesting little stories. If you haven't checked out the short stories as promo videos for Anthem, I don't even know how they're connected. It's so loosely tied to anything gaming related at all.
Really? Wow.
They're incredible. They're from Neil Blomkamp, who did District 9, and it's all his studio.
Yes.
Yeah, he hasn't been just getting work, so he's like, all right, well, I got money and got a studio, I'm gonna make my own. And he did these, and they are so good. They're all just 20-minute short films that are just scary and weird. And my favorite was every one I saw was just better than the last. They were just in succession. I was just I need another. Oh, I need another. And the last one was just this weird, gross monster that was just this short film version of The Thing. I was so into it. They're weird and they're awesome, and I really, really highly recommend them. The first one I saw had Sigourney Weaver in it.
Wow.
They're pretty legit. So as something good that came out of this.
Well, I remember them talking about that though before the launch. They were like, we're gonna release these on YouTube, right?
Yeah, they're all on YouTube. It's on what's the name? Oats Studio, I believe.
Studio Oats.
Let me double check.
I'm looking this up.
Studio Oats. They're incredible. They're really good. The whole studio has great stuff. I mean, obviously from their movies alone, but these short films I think are some of my favorite stuff that they've done. Period.
How many were there?
There were 3 20-minute ones, and there were a couple of little tiny teaser ones, but these 20-minute ones.
Oh wow! Okay. Wow,
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I did not know that. So that's pretty cool. It sounds awesome. I mean, if you have Sigourney Weaver in the movie, I mean, then what can you go?
That's instantly
it's good, I'd say, and that's already so good. It's already
right.
Oh, okay. Well, we digress. Okay. What were you saying, Smitty?
Yeah. Sorry. So with the Anthem, waiting 3 years, blah 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 blah. I'm hyped. I did a 24-hour stream for it, set it up. I was like, I'm going to play the shit out of this video game. I can't wait. And I have literally as of today, I'm at 180 plus hours on the game. So I've played it a lot. It's crazy. And then very shortly after that, after release, you start seeing all the negative reviews. People are just bashing on it, this and that. I really, 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 really want to see this game succeed, and do well. I think the possibilities for it are, I think it's limitless. The game mechanics are a lot of fun, but they have really kind of screwed the pooch on some of the basic looter shooter mechanic things, as far as being able to look at your stats, quick play working properly. Proper loot dropping, getting, you know what I mean? There's just, it's really dumb bugs.
It's all the little small, this little small, it's there's so many small tidbits that really makes it annoying to play that they haven't fixed yet.
Yeah, it just, quality, just quality of the game. It makes it unenjoyable. The load screens. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was just really, I mean, and then we had the Division 2. I played both of them in the closed betas, in their betas. this and that. Division 2, gosh damn.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's smooth as butter. It is the contrast between the two. Again, these are both AAA publishers, right? Mm-hmm. The difference is that, you know, I'm playing Division 2. It's like, man, this is a complete game. I'm doing all the things I'm getting. There is so much to do. There is so much different customization of, you know, skins, clothes, weapons, stats, pieces. Like, that's the shooter looter. You know what I mean? Like, I want to grind out and get the, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't have that feeling with Anthem right now. You know, I get they're working through those issues. They're addressing them, this and that. But it's just like, how do you come out and instantly, you know what I mean? Like, just instantly, it's just like, no, there are all kinds of fundamental things that are wrong with this game right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really hoping, and I'm pulling for BioWare and them to get it together. But and I don't know if you've played it or if any of you guys have been able to play Division 2.
Oh no, I started playing Division 2 yesterday, and I was like, man, that game is great.
See, yeah,
I mean. Yeah, you're totally right.
Sorry,
I mean,
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry to interrupt there, but I will say this, because this is my biggest issue. And don't get me wrong, I am totally on the same bandwagon with you with the Anthem. I think Anthem's like feel of the game is there. It's just these tidbits. Like if someone came to me and said, "Hey, Davis, would you recommend me to spend the $60 for Anthem?" I would cold-heartedly say, do not waste your time on this yet. But
not.
Yeah. But keep an open mind, because like I feel that they're going the right direction on trying to fix what these bugs and stuff are. But at the same time, it's like, when are they going to learn about like what like games like this? You can't rush. You can't rush a game like that. Like, I mean, the level of expectations that they saw, like that you've seen, because like you were totally, like you said before, you were hyped when you saw the beginning of Anthem 3 years ago. You know, like when you saw that kind of like what you can do at the beginning of all of this, and what the expectations of what you're going to be able to do is like what drove you to want to get this game as soon as possible. Because I mean, shoot, you even went and got the Origin Premier series just to get it, and then that says something to me. So like,
I still have. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Give me just 1 second. I totally. So that night when I was playing in a 24-hour stream, they messed up and they cut me out after 10 hours. I was freaking out.
Oh,
I was just like, yeah, it was fantastic. I was freaking out. I went and purchased the game again.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! You really wanted it.
I was prepared in my head 3 years ago. I said I'm going to throw all the money at this game. I am in it to win it, and not only that, but I also bought the special edition for one of my friends as well.
Oh wow!
Because I was like, you need to play this game. Here, let me use this. Yeah. And then now I feel like an asshole. This is why I started out with talking about Destiny, because Destiny made me feel like an asshole as a consumer. It's like, dude, I believed in you guys. I put the money in. You guys were, you got this and that, and like I kind of feel like you're spitting in my face a little bit. Then you went to that. Not only that, but out the gate for D2 for Destiny 2. I got the stuff with the DLCs. Those DLCs were so freaking weak. And then they come back and say, hey, we've been listening. We're going to do all the things the fans have said. You got to give us another $60 for this new DLC. I'm done.
So frustrating. It's so sad because like I played for like 30 minutes. Like a friend had bought it. It's like, this is really cool. It's really fun. I'm playing it. I'm like, oh yeah. I finished it very late, but I was very determined to finish it. I was like, this feels like Mass Effect Andromeda. This feels so much like it. And now I'm hearing all these things. It's like, flashbacks.
But Sesh, like, don't let it fool you. The game is still fun. I mean, Smitty still played like 130 hours of this game. I mean, the game is good, towards the game. Oh, 180, yeah. But it's just that, like, you can't. But like these bugs, these tidbits, like the games as a service, it's really hard for me to go in and say, yeah, sure. I mean, I know this game isn't complete, but I know it's going to get there. But you don't know, personally, how Destiny kind of screwed you, in my opinion, is worse, because Destiny 2 didn't really offer anything different than what Destiny 1 did. Overall,
they made it worse.
Yeah, they made it worse.
They do that.
Yeah, and the accessibilities that they did towards it. But the difference with like when you want to get back to like the Division learned from their mistakes from number 1, and then when they started their platform to number 2, they knew that people were expecting to have the expectations of having a full game at the beginning, and then build from then on upwards. Like, the game is already meaty as it is, which is amazing to me, because I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many options in this, like customization. Yes. Like, my guy looks like Donald Glover from This Is America. Yeah. Yeah, so like I got I do like that, and I'm like, man, you can actually like customize the links of the face customizations. You pick up shirts and you can look as like a hobo or any of this stuff, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. But so I mean, obviously, when you see side by side with Anthem and Division 2 is like you like hands down is like go for it, and because I mean, only thing that's going to get better is when they're still keep on working on playing it for like the next 2 years. So
8-person raids.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till that. That's when I saw that, I was like, what, really? Yeah, I cannot wait till I try that. I mean, what do you think about it, Sesh? Have you tried Division 2 yet?
No, I haven't yet. So I'm like still just waiting and seeing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy it way later when it's a little cheaper. And then when I'm like getting through some of my backlog, I'm like a backlog queen. Like, I always have like so many things I never got to like right when I bought it.
Oh yeah.
So like, I need to get through those. That's my hashtag. Just like
I might start introducing you to as that. It's like the backlog queen, Sesh. That was pretty
Currently
cool.
Playing Resident Evil frickin' finally 2 months ago, like almost. Ugh.
How you liking that?
I love the hell out of it so much. Like, Resident Evil 2 was the game that not only got me into like
horror
games and horror games in general, but that was the game that made me into a gamer, like as a one-player gamer. Like, I always had like my brother growing up, and we had Nintendo, so I would always play with him. I played like almost nothing like on my own. I always just wanted to play games, but wanted to play the 2-player games or the fight them games or the racing games, and just all this stuff. Like, with him, it was hangout time. Resident Evil made it my time.
It's like, you leave me alone, turn off the lights, then you're all set.
Like, hide under a blanket, like,
oh,
absolutely.
God.
And then I played all of them, and I've played, I think, almost all the Resident Evils by now, except like this one. And I'm
my favorite,
loving the crap out of so much. I just met Mr. X, and
my favorite is Thomas the Tank Engine mod for that. But yeah,
dude,
have you seen that? It's freaking hilarious. It's like
I'm trying to like avoid spoilers too, because I'm always blind runs. Like, I'm not watching speed runs. I'm not watching all the hype. Like, I want to experience it. Like, most of my streams are about me having like the blind run experience. Like, don't tell me. Somebody's like, oh, hey, combine this item with that item. I'm like, no, you shut your face. I'm gonna figure that out myself. I've been playing this game for over 20 years. Let me figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, but I totally get what it is, and I understand the frustration with you too, Smitty, because I'm with you, because like, it's really hard for me to be on the back with EA, and then but like when they said overall BioWare is doing it, and then you saw some of the video that what they showed you with Anthem, and it's like, wow, they look like they know what they're doing. So like, I mean, it hurts, it really does, but you know, it is what it is. But then at the same time, games as a service as a whole has always been that way. There's no surprises to that. If anything, Division 2 is probably the most diverse version, I would say, right now. Like that.
I agree.
Yeah, as a whole for games as a service that I've ever seen for any of that kind of style, because there's just so much to do in it, the side missions and all these different kinds of aspects of it. So yeah, so no, you're totally right. But like it's so like now I'm at a point like I'm assuming you're at a point too in Anthem where you could just place it down until they beef it up, then you're going to get back on it, you know. But
that's basically where I'm at, you know, at least until you do something about that loot system, and which I believe just came out yesterday. Or I think it came out in some sort of patch.
Yeah, there was a patch. There was a patch yesterday that they released, but my friend said he did it, and he says that it's better, but I don't know. I haven't really tried myself.
Right, I haven't either.
I'm not in any hurry to either.
I know. I mean, again, I just don't have that desire to go, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I know that there's the major stuff coming up, but right now I'm feeling like grinding out my Division character and you know what I mean, getting to the end game stuff for that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to that. What level is your character?
I'm almost 15.
Oh geez.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm only level.
I barely even played. I am a terrible human being.
You're just going all out.
Hours into a game.
Yeah, no kidding. He's probably gonna hit like over 100 hours by the end of the week next week. How does this sound like?
It was a busy week this past week.
How?
I don't know. That's just the real trick with him. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. That was a good discussion there. So let's say you, Sesh, since you have a lot of options here. So let's
I bolded out some of the ones I think will be fun to talk about. Just have a little bit of bounce back from, first episode. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, we all don't know what we're doing. We're not the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, it was basically a sentence, or maybe we could talk and jump off from there. We'll see. So
yeah.
I got like 3 things I think could all be pretty fun.
All right.
I'm equal on maybe all of them. Actually, you know what? I like this one. If you guys have heard of the game Satisfactory.
Satisfactory, like the kind of game, or like it is a game.
It's like a building game, and apparently it has like the same engine as Goat Sim.
Oh, okay.
So they recently announced this thing, and I think it's a fun thing that we'll be able to bounce off from.
Mm-hmm.
Is phobia mode. So what that is this probably the opposite of what you're thinking, because I wanted to read it. I was like, oh my god, a spider mode? This is going to be so scary. Ew, what is that? But it's actually the opposite, where they remove all the spiders and the creepy crawlers with like a cat's face.
So what? So wait,
so people actually do really have like arachnophobia, and like they don't like spiders, and like, oh my god, like even just being aware of that, like how many, like especially the games I play, like there's so many games with like giant spiders and weird spider humanoid bosses and like all kinds of terrible gross spider things like that. Like they're just everywhere in like every video game. And yeah, that's actually kind of smart. Like they just have like a little mod for people.
They replaced
be able to play and enjoy the game without like having this anxiety with like this phobia that they have come out.
Okay, so they replaced the spiders with cats, like cats' heads, and then they
like cat faces. Like it's kind of like a blurred, like how like they use like emojis sometimes to like cover up something private.
In a way, that sounds kind of
like that. Yeah. It's like a cat face.
That sounds a little bit more creepier, though, to see when you think about it. Like,
absolutely does.
It wasn't the cutest of cats, but
like, what if they had like a grumpy cat face on it?
That would be pretty cute.
Sure, they could do that. There could be like some branding deals. Like that would be really fun.
True.
I thought that was just such an interesting idea. Like what kind, like that kind of mod to have? Because like
So is it like in an option? So like in the options, there's like a thing that says arachnophobia mode. Oh, it's a mod.
Oh, like you literally just like add it in, but they're like it's all for it. Like it's this is really this is such an interesting idea to me, because it's like, well, like crap, like people who actually like are that scared of spiders and like have it as like a real phobia where like they can't even see them or anything like them. Like, damn, like that actually does limit their gaming capabilities quite a bit. Like, just think of like every like boss in all these games. I just played through like to prep for Resident Evil 2. I played through the original remake again, and like, yeah, there's spiders all over the place. They're big and small and giant. Like,
okay, but
just that one.
But this way I'm looking at it, because like I can understand like in the mode for people that are like, for people that are afraid of spiders. First off, if you're afraid of spiders, there is no reason why you should be playing a horror game, because that's what's going to be that's what's ending up going to happen. It's like you're going to see the big trope of a big spider, or a spider like a spider's going to be eating something. But the second thing is like when they're saying it as a mode, it's like that's a very interesting mode. Like, what about the like for colorblind mode? I can understand, because
yeah, like that makes so much sense. Like, people need colorblind mode.
Yeah,
this opens up gaming to more people. And like this one's like, apparently I was like trying to like figure out what the game was, because it's all just like, this game's gonna be released. It had like a beta, and now they're figuring it out. And it's like a building game, so it's kind of actually like more like The Sims, or it's the factories like a pond. I'm like, you build factories.
Oh, that's very odd.
There's demolition walls, and then the spiders that come out. Like, okay,
so it's like
I'm thinking like from The Sims, so it's got to be like they're basically just little tiny dots that are moving around. Are they spiders or are they flies? Do you even know? Can you tell from the distance you're seeing them? I don't know.
That's funny. I think it's that's a weird thing to put into the game in general.
In a building game.
In a building game at that. See, I can understand if it was like, Resident Evil, because Resident Evil is trying to make you crap your pants.
Yeah, like that one. Yeah, like a horror games or something like that.
If they do it in that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah. If they do it in that would make a lot more sense. But they're doing it in a building game. That's kind of like saying, yeah, let's put arachnophobia mode on and off on The Sims. That's funny though.
It's it was an article about a game that's like coming out and early, so I'm like, I want to follow this. I'm really curious. I need to see the gameplay. Like, what is this? Why are there spiders?
Have you seen like so you've seen? I need to take a look at this. I want to take a look at Satisfactory Game real quick. Give me a minute. So it's called Satisfactory Game.
You believe so? I'm trying because I'm remembering from all the articles I randomly clicked on before I left Wi-Fi. So it should be Satisfactory.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to find this because this is very.
Recently, it was a really short article too, but I'm like, that actually.
It is Satisfactory Gameplay. Okay, so
no idea this.
You're in the open world. You're in the open world.
It looks like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it kind of does look like No Man's Sky.
Ooh.
That's a good.
See, because I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I'm like, I'm not gonna go look at gameplay.
So I had to look. I was curious too.
I'm looking, because what I'm gathering is like when you said it was like The Sims, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so it's third person top view, and then you see little spiders coming out.
Like the Goat Sims game. So it's not like that kind of Sims game, but
this looks cool, dude. This really looks really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now it doesn't seem as corny as you're describing it.
No, yeah. I was thinking of very cartoonish.
Yeah.
Guys, just trust me here. This is interesting.
I was like, well, when you said Satisfactory, because like this seems like it's like, okay, so it's a building game that looks like No Man's Sky, and let's see, and then you get to do different kinds of things.
Epic Games, like they're gonna have it. So I was like, this is gonna be cool.
Wow, and it's factory.
Oh shit, they got vehicles?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I guess it's not a building game.
And
cool.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna bring any kind of like multiplayer elements.
It looked like it was, because there was multiple people that were talking to each other. Well, not the video that I'm seeing. Game. Yeah, this looks like a cool game. So
like it looked pretty cool, like from what they were describing. Like it.
I guess what I don't understand is that,
but maybe more like a Minecraft building element, where like you kind of have your domains, but it's kind of open world.
Yeah, I guess what I don't understand is the spiders, how they fit in that. Like, are these like those like enemies or something that come in or something?
I didn't see any pictures of the spiders. They just showed the cat picture.
You're on board because you saw a cat picture. That's what it was.
The cat picture.
I did see creatures chasing somebody.
Okay, I see. No, well, this is pretty cool. You in it?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
You inadvertently found a really cool looking game because of a.
I was clicking on news. I was like, arachnophobia mode. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be so scary. So I had to click on that, see what that was about. But it was totally the opposite, and then sent me down this other rabbit hole.
Oh, I like that.
That's $30 for early access, though.
Well, when they do that, that means that you get the full game early access. So we'll let you play it. So when the game does officially come out, you don't have to pay anything.
Oh, that's what I did for Fortnite.
Oh, you did?
Was I got Save the World? Yeah. When it was in early, I think it still is in early.
Yeah,
or something.
I did it like back in the day when Minecraft. I think really the one that introduced that was Minecraft, like back in like 2008, 2009, because like they were charging like $8, really small, to just say, oh, you can get the whole game, but every update's free after that point for life. So like I was doing. Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. But then after the first time, I was like, I don't understand this game. I don't want to play anymore. So yeah, this looks cool. I will definitely have to check that out. I'll check out that mod too if it comes out.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, and they have like a facts section. They're speaking on like Goat Simulator, and like I know how fun that.
Goat Simulator.
I've heard of that game.
Goat Simulator.
I've never actually seen it. Yeah.
Goat Simulator is stupid, but it's funny.
I've only seen it for like 2 hours, but it was like this 2 hour session where like I couldn't. It was like, hey, look at this one thing, and then I was like, can you do this? Can you do that? And, like it was just there, like standing there for like 2 hours, just like what else can you do?
So you're literally like watching him put like rocket boots on the goat and going like,
the rocket boots. Oh if you do it, what, can you have him fly the other way? Can you get him through the window? Like, how far can he launch? Are there more rockets?
Wow. For 2 hours?
Like just 2 hours. And it was supposed to be like, hey, look at like for a minute before you're up and passing by, so you obviously go into the fridge or something. No, I was just standing there for like 2 hours, like do this. I want to see this. Can I do that? Like
that's amazing.
It's just it's worth a try.
Oh my god, it's just funny. It doesn't seem like it didn't take much for you to be amused. I will say that. Does not take much.
You're gonna play it. You'll be playing it for like 3 or 4 hours. You're like, oh, what did I do?
It's like, what happened? I blacked out. What? It's about a goat? That's it? Okay, sure.
Everything about goats.
Everything about the goats. Okay. All right. Well, that's a cool one. So, okay. So I guess it's me, and my thing was about the ninja. It's a story about ninja, as you know. So, Smitty, you're a streamer, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I forgot what's your stream?
Smitty2447.
Yes, and Sash is also a streamer, and I forgot what is your stream?
Review Sash.
Right, and mine, CFG Games, and we are all streamers. I totally understand this, but the biggest thing is that there was an article that came out this week about Top Gamer Ninja made $1 million to promote EA's Apex Legends launch source. Mm-hmm. So I got this from Routers, this dude named Arjun Pancharder. He basically was saying that let me read some of the article, not all of it because it's kind of long. For some odd reason, it's kind of long, but it's they said Tyler Blevins, aka Ninja, was one of the few selected professionals with huge followings pulled in by video game giant Electronic Arts Inc. to play and promote its latest title, Apex Legends. In the first hour of its launch last month, generating a buzz that notched 10 million signups in the first 3 days. The 27-year-old, famous for his hair color changes, currently a bright turquoise hue, which I don't care how that's news, tweeted about the free-to-play game on February 5th and streamed the action to more of his 13 million followers on game streaming site Twitch. For this, he was paid around $1 million, a source told Routers. So, just on that alone, so they're saying that, they're saying the sources were showing that he got $1 million to promote this Apex Legends, and we know how big Apex is now. It's not as big as Fortnite yet, but it's definitely catching up. So for some reason, people were in an uproar about this, and they're like saying, "I can't believe that Ninja did that or got paid that much money to do that." First off, Ninja has declined to comment on how much he had been paid for it, but he did, but it's paid content, which he had said on his stream that like he was sponsored by Apex Legends to promote this. So the big thing I really wanted to know about this was in conversation wise was it's like well, for me personally, I don't see a problem like at all of what he's doing, what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, because this isn't even.
I don't at all. This is literally like what the next step of what he's going to be doing with his career is.
Yes.
Like I feel like children are mad that they are selling something, and he has to sell something. Like he's going to be bigger. He has to expand, and he has to find other means, and he has to promote. Like that's absolutely the perfect thing for him to be doing, promoting video games.
Yeah, and I mean, and here's the biggest thing that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you make a brand, for instance, like you make a brand, which and then now, like, I mean, you launched your brand because of one thing. And now you getting now a third party comes in and says, "Hey, we want you to do this for us. We'll pay you this much to do it." That's kind of good business, in my opinion, in my own personal opinion.
Absolutely, yeah, like that's absolutely good business. Like like it's like I'm like so unsurprised by like the $1 million people are freaking out over, but like at the same time, I mean, like how much are these making? How much do they actually spend on advertising overall? And when somebody like that, yeah, exactly. It's like that's your A-lister. Like you pay
absolutely.
Them. Like, do you know how much like other celebrities have been paid for videos? A lot more.
Right. Or yeah, exactly. In film stars, this and that, they're doing the exact same thing. They make way more money doing it. But not only that, but this also starts opening up the door, I feel, for other streamers, you know what I mean, to say, hey, this is a legitimate marketing, not, I don't want to say scheme because it's not a scheme. Opportunity, yeah.
Scam.
For us to be able to tap into, these gamers or, I know again, I'm a TV person. I work in TV for my day job. So I understand, demographics. Who are you trying to hit? Who's your target audience? Stuff like that. So yeah, somebody's going to say, this kid brings value to our brand. Let's throw some ducats at him. Let's get him to promote it and whatnot, and get all his millions or whatever of followers to at least see him playing this game. And what are they gonna do? This is a free game. Let me go check it out. Let me pop it open.
Absolutely, it's completely brilliant. Like on a side note, yeah, like I'm in like the entertainment industry too, like film, video, TV, commercials. Like I've been doing all of that stuff as well for years, and it's like this is a brand deal. Like that is literally what they do. Like this is like the best way to do it. This is the most genuine way to do it. It's not him like selling something else weird and out of the normal. Like it's a video game. It's the same genre too. It's not like he's out promoting Goat Simulator.
Well, I just think that I promise you, if he started promoting Goat Simulator, I bet you it's going to be like a big thing. Even though
it'd be amazing.
That's how influential he is.
Yeah, even if he didn't even if he doesn't I just really feel kind of annoyed personally, towards like how it's kind of acted up to that extent of like. Why are they kind of attacking him? And don't get me wrong, I don't watch Ninja. I don't really care for BR content as much either. And then this is no thing of me being a Ninja sympathizer. And I mean, he could be a cool dude. He could be a jerk. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is this is just common business. And then the common business of just saying, hey, you made a brand that's worth this much, and then your influence, hence influencers to give out the chance to promote this game so this has a leg to stand on is there, then yeah, we're gonna do it. And you don't think EA got money back on that? I mean, like that's the biggest thing. It's like, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is gonna be a successful like campaign idea for them. Like it's a really good way to spend your advertising money. And it also it elevates him. And I'm not a Ninja sympathizer. Also, I don't think he's necessarily like the best person to be like, oh, that's what a streamer is, and that's
yeah.
So just that with him, but it's still his success is still. It still elevates. It's still gonna help out more people and making more people aware of it. Like other people, even if they don't want to go watch him, they'll go to other streams. They'll still be curious about what it is and what the games are. And so it's just all good for the whole streaming community, the ecosystem of it.
I definitely, yeah. I mean, I totally agree with that too. But like, I just think that I think that it's very 50. It's weird because it's like, and I to say that you think that Ninja's the only one that took money from EA on this is that's a little naive. You don't think like people like and I'm not throwing anyone under the bus because I don't know. Just saying that right now, but like you don't think like Dr. Disrespect or Shroud or any of these people that do BR was also in that camp? Like
they absolutely were.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed.
Oh, they were? Okay. So they were?
I'm pretty sure that there were named streamers, and I think Shroud was one of them for sure that also had sponsored streams for Apex.
There definitely were. And it's literally like it's just a honestly, like that is more of a direct way. It's like a whole huge roundabout. Like all the Twitch is like this big roundabout, but that is being paid specifically to play a video game.
Yeah.
So specifically and directly, and just like that's more like directly than like when you have your viewers, because you could be playing whatever. Mm-hmm. It's your choice, but when you do it for the game, you're being paid to play that game.
Right.
Absolutely. And I think, that's why, the internet's got no chill. Like, especially being a streamer, like straight up, like I'll watch like all the drama and stuff like that that's going on. I'll watch it on YouTube and whatnot, just so I know. But it seems very, like a lot of it seems very high schooly to me.
It's very petty. You know you're totally right.
Pick up on this person. You know what I mean? Like they're not even like this. It's like, why are you guys mad at this dude making money for playing a video game or even the moniker? And don't get me wrong, absolutely. Being a streamer, have fun, this and that, but it's not just about having fun for everybody. Right. And you know what? That's okay. If you'd like to, be able to build it into something else, more power to you. It doesn't concern me. It doesn't affect what I'm trying to do. And I feel like a lot of people just kind of, everyone just inserts themselves into everybody else's shit. It's like, just be happy for people. You know what I mean? Like, why?
Well, they do it in a non, like an actual, like not self-aware way. Like, okay, he took too much money. $1 million is him selling out. Okay, and what would you have done? Really?
No, I think
to play a video game fun? Like,
I think I would totally. I would actually kind of disagree on that, because in the way I feel like how people are attacking this, and like for instance, like it's weird that this is a story. It's like it's kind of like saying it's like saying into a news, like saying, hey, Brie Larson decided to do the sequel of Captain Marvel, and she's getting paid $20 million to do it. It's kind of weird. It's it's just people are hating on the fact that he got that kind of cash to play a video game. I think it's the amount of money that was given or that was offered to him to promote for like maybe 2 days, because the way promotions work on these kind of games isn't that they depending most of the time, promotions is like they're promoting to build up the hype for the game. After day one, that's it. Like then that they go by their pure unique globalness of like how good the game is going, and then maybe they come back and backtrack and say, hey, we need you to do this for this much amount of money to kind of keep the hype going. But like for the most part, I feel like this is more just on the hate and disdain on Ninja's side. They say, it's like he got paid how much just to do this? It's like, because it's the internet, man. The internet hates success.
Like that much. It's just smaller amounts from everyone, like, and all kinds of other brand deals. But like I'm quite sure he's made over $1 million at this point. Like he said, over hundreds of thousands of subs. Yeah, definitely. And for how long? And donations, and all the brand deals, and all the advertising. Like he's. I think how much? I think he lost 200. What was it? 250 when he went to like TwitchCon and he stopped streaming for a weekend. Yeah. Like people were just like, I'm on cancel this. Like, I need my weekend Ninja news right now.
Yeah, it's very weird.
So that was like $250,000 subs that he lost like in a weekend. This $1 million is like it's not chump change, but it's not like change his life money. He's already had that happen to him.
Right. And I think that kind of speaks on the type of community that you have as well. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Like is that the expectations? Is that the expectations when you get that big? Or you know what I mean, like
I don't know.
It's just wow.
It's a game of Degrassi, man.
Everybody's like, hey, F this guy. Like,
dude. Well, this is what it is. This is how it comes out to me. It's like, it's not coincidental. Like, I mean, when you think about it, it's like Ninja's was the number one. Because, like, not anymore, because I think his subs have dropped down quite substantially to what it was at the beginning of the year. But I will say Ninja was number one for the year of 2018. That's hands down. We can agree on that. But then with all these different kinds of crap that was happening, like, you know, like when, remember the stupid thing that Ninja was saying about not playing with female gamers and stuff, and and stuff like that. But like people were starting to have this thing on starting to be like bashing Ninja for certain things, and like or like the same thing, like number one, who was the number one on YouTube, like for longest of times, like even though PewDiePie has been numerous times has been showing like how much trouble he's been getting into, but you've noticed that you've seen how much more trouble he's gotten into because the spotlight's on him 24/7 towards it.
So more people are picking up on like the little things.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad with Ninja because it's like he's being bashed for when he's doing the adult things, like taking this deal and, you know, looking to expand and make money in like
and
other
it's
ways,
funny because it's normal
and like doing it in a really smart way. And then he also gets bashed, which I mean I'd bash him for doing like the really immature things, like saying I'm not gonna play with girls because they'll make my wifey jealous. Like like it's getting bashed on both fronts, and it's
like
just
you're an idiot.
He's like still young too.
It's funny. You know, it's funny to me because like he's 27. So I mean like.
Oh, that ain't young.
They ain't young. You should know better.
It's not too young.
But I'm just saying that, like,
how long is it doing this specifically rather than like?
But like the level of misogynistic like remarks that they were saying that he was female bashing and saying he's very misogynistic and all this stuff was insane to me. I was thinking he's not misogynistic. He's just an idiot. He's stupid. Like that's just, like that was the point.
I had to read it because like the headlines are like he says he won't play with girls. I'm like, that's shocking.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go into this.
That's what they wanted to do. That is probably that was one of the biggest clickbaits I've heard.
So much, there was a lot more to it. Like it. The thing is that I think he's just too young, and I mean, I say young, but okay, we could just say stupid.
He was stupid.
It
was stupid.
Really, that what he said was really misogynistic in the repercussions. So, like, literally, like, it means like he's not going to be elevating or helping any other like women streamers. Like nobody else is gonna be getting that little leg up like he did with Drake, or any of that kind of stuff. Like just how like that's detrimental and that's sad, and it's a really kind of gross, immature way to have a relationship with someone. Like if you know, like the reason is like it's not that like his wife didn't tell him to either. So it's like, okay, if she told him to, like, ooh, okay, get out of that, like that'd be scary. But no, like he's just assuming like people might make up rumors and give ideas, which I tell you, they're gonna do that no matter what you do. They're gonna do that like no matter what you do, like, at all. Like you better drop all your women followers that you have, get rid of all of them. You better not be following any of them on Twitter or Instagram. Or you better not hang out with any friends. Like you can't really draw that line, so you shouldn't make it. And he made that line, which is stupid.
I mean, I'm just saying that like it's just a little, it's weird that it is weird, but like I said, Ninja, more power to him on keep saying someone's willing to pay $1 million for my opinion and for my community, so be it. Okay, so I mean, like, and it's all good. I just think people are overreacting towards this, in my opinion. Towards it, even though
definitely. The other thing I think was like a little bit more. Like there was nuance to it, and it was worth like a discussion, but it's not worth like just calling him a misogynistic pig.
I mean,
that's not what it was. It was. Just
I don't know. Like
in like a few years of marriage, he's gonna be like.
Well, no.
Make rumors no matter what, and I'm just gonna live my life.
I'll back that out though for a minute.
Be living with.
I will go back to you on that because, like, when I was on Facebook when that came out originally, I like, well, first off, there's a website. Okay, I'm not gonna say the website because I'm not gonna be the deal. But there was a website I profoundly hate. because I feel that it's like that it's a pretty strong side of like a pretty strong feminist website in my opinion. This specific website, I'm not saying I'm like I hate feminists. Well,
I'm pretty sure I know.
Well, there's a website there that I really hate because I feel that they just are meant to male bash, and then and they made it look like it was that he was like that whole time got really was worse than what it was. So then I had a friend that posted something on Facebook, and then so like saying, oh, this like, then she was saying all this stuff about, oh, this person's a giant pig. It's like, I can't believe she won't do that. And it's like, and then I'm like, did you even read the article? Because I mean, the article isn't the fact that he's choosing to hate women. Or he hates women gamers. It's more of the fact that he doesn't want. He's saying the way to protect himself from that is to not play with female gamers, which is still stupid. But I'm just still thinking, but it's still, but it's not misogynistic.
So many other implications that go with it. Like, it's just like, okay, he said this thing, but what's like the sad part is like he didn't.
He's dumb.
Such a bad thing to say.
Dumb. That's all it is.
Like you said, he's just totally not aware of it. Like, I don't think there's any malice there at all. Like, I loved all the Mike Pence jokes with him. Like, that was the funniest. Exactly. Like, why would you even expose it? That's what you do. Nobody, like, here's the other sad thing. Nobody would have noticed.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Nobody on Twitch would have been like, why aren't you? Like, nobody would, like, that. It's really sad. But
it is really,
never noticed. And you had to say it and bring it to the forefront. Oh, why would you even say this kind of weird private stuff you have with your wife that you're doing for her that she hasn't even asked you to do? Like, that.
That
like,
is
wait,
funny.
so your wife asked you to do this? Wait, so is your wife worried about you in this one? No, like, it's all just like people might make rumors.
Yeah.
Should Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper not have been in the same movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of really getting off the topic here though, but overall, so though, at least I'm glad that I'm on the same page with with y'all too, because y'all, I mean, it logically makes sense to me. Like, it logically made sense to me on why he chose it, and I'm glad that it makes sense to y'all too, because I didn't think I didn't want to be the odd man out. But that's cool. All right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day where he's just like, hey, that was silly, and like I could play whatever I want with whoever I want. Still gonna be gaming and doing all this, and even more successful than he is now. By the time he realizes that.
Yeah, right. Maybe he'll be on Twitch drama or something. I don't know. But
again, this is opening. I feel like, again, it's starting to set precedents and stuff like that for other streamers. You know what I mean? Hey, this person did this. Other people are talking about other people. They at least have the knowledge of, oh, okay, so this is the kind of money that they're paying people with this kind of following or influence or whatever.
Well, dude,
now there's more of a gauge for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. It does help. It does definitely help. But $1 million that like we'll hear when the next big streamer happens, and then like see what's going to happen with we'll see what's the big thing that's going to make them be like, oh wow, I can't believe this person got $5 million just to do this. So well,
I'm waiting for those $5 million prizes and deals for esports stuff and Twitch stuff.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we're reaching the end of the podcast. We're at 53 minutes, just about. So wow, I'm actually surprised how long it took. So that was actually pretty good discussion. Yeah. So
shooting the shit will get through time.
Yep, definitely. So okay. So we'll need to see who who had the best topic this week. So it's going to be if I had to choose between Smitty and Sesh, I would have to say Smitty would be the one for me. So what about you, Sesh?
I think yours. That was more interesting to me.
Smitty, don't take it the wrong way, but you're not as interesting than me. So just I'm just kidding.
I mean, I should be. If you guys saw those Anthem movies, I would win.
That is also true. If it was,
well, actually, Smitty would win. You know what?
If that's a good point. Well, hey,
I can't wait to see that.
Smitty didn't even see the. Smitty didn't even see the Anthem movies.
We got to find out, and we'll do some more research on Satisfactory, that game. But I had never heard of it.
And it's like out soon too. It's like a few days. I think it was the 19th.
Oh, really? Wow.
Day
when this is released, I mean, right?
Let's find out. So it's up to Smitty on the Smitty on the
still says,
but we're in
it
the
up?
past.
Let's see.
Yeah. Still says pre-purchase. Pre-purchase? What?
You probably buy it now, but like it's not going to be out.
Yeah, I think it's an early access phase.
Yeah. So
Satisfactory 4.6 out of 5 on Facebook, which means nothing to me.
I do not look at that. They mean nothing, and they have not meant anything for so long.
Coffee Stain Studio, I'll remember them because I'm going to GDC this next week, so hopefully if I see them, I want to talk about that Satisfactory because I had no idea this game is.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I gotta go with Sessions.
Wow, so we're all equal. Wow, so okay, so we got the equal
the fan interactions, and they get a pick.
If we have the fan interactions, we'll definitely it's a tiebreaker. So we'll just deal. So we're all even. So we're gonna probably go random next week and see how it goes. Well, anyways, this is episode 1 of CFG Gamecast. We will be continuing on again every Monday. I don't have a specific time yet, but definitely follow us. Check it out on the website at confreaksandgeeks.com, as well as our Podbean link, which I will put below the information tags. But well, this is Davis signing off. Smitty and Sesh, thanks for stopping by. Definitely
thank you.
Yeah, check out each of our Twitters, and definitely we'll see you again. Y'all have a great night. Or I should say something else. A better tagline would be better. But we'll see.
You didn't write an ending. You didn't write an ending.
That is very time specific, sir.
Yeah, very time specific indeed. We'll figure it out. This is episode 1 beta. This is the beta.
Twitters.
So we'll figure it out.
Early access.
Early access.